WrestleMania 41, Blackstone family, professional wrestling fans. The Super Bowl of professional wrestling takes place over 2 nights. If you don't know, the Blackstone podcast, we'll be live for both nights. I know a lot of people are down about the build of WrestleMania, but I'm excited. WrestleMania means we have reached the Super Bowl, as I said, in professional wrestling, the ending of one season and the beginning of a brand new one. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, hit the bell. You know the drill. Comment down below. Let me know your prediction for this match and others. We'll be live for both nights, 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. Previews throughout the week. So much content on the channel. Enjoy. We're happy to be here with you, Flex Zone family. We got some tag team wrestling today, as the World Tag Team Championship will be on the line as the War Raiders take on the New Day. And it's a new day indeed, because the New Day are now heels. Now, since the Viking Raiders, or I'm still calling them the Viking Raiders, or the Viking Experience, or as I know them in NXT Black and Gold, the War Raiders, the crowd chanting war, the wonderful music, the Thor Hammers finisher, just great times. The matches with Aleister Black and Ricochet, the wonderful time that they had at NXT, can't forget that. They get to the main roster, haven't really been used well. Vince changes the name. They're back under Triple H. They get their name back. They get their music back. What have they done since winning these World Tag Team Championships? And we know I give SmackDown some credit. SmackDown isn't the best. SmackDown's tag team division has something. It's not the best thing either, because they're only like 4 or 5 teams, and that isn't really a division, but SmackDown has something. And it sucks that they're not even getting an opportunity to display what they have on WrestleMania. So we get the War Raiders. They beat the Judgment Day. They had a disqualification match with the Creeds. Then they end up beating them. Then the New Day called them out. Then they do the match last week. Then they do the match, and it's a screwy finish where the New Day gets eliminated or DQ'd, disqualified. So we get this drawn out until WrestleMania. Fine. Tag titles on a WrestleMania card. Maybe the wrong set of tag titles. Or why can't we get storylines where both tag titles could be on both nights? One on one night, one on the other night. But I digress. Nevertheless, the New Day, they've turned heel. We thought it was going to lead to something big in WrestleMania, maybe a 2-on-1 handicap match against Big E. Maybe Big E with a mystery tag partner against his former brethren of the New Day. We got none of that. And unfortunately, looks like Big E isn't cleared yet, and he won't be cleared anytime soon. So they pivot. We go to the New Day. They're doing a bunch of nothing. They're still getting heat, but they're in meaningless matches. They're in meaningless feuds. They were feuding with Rey Mysterio and the LWO. Now they're going after the tag titles. And I think it's only right for the New Day. I think we can agree this is something that is going to happen. The New Day are going to win the tag team championships, the World Tag Team Championships on Saturday, as this is a night one Saturday match. This will go down as a forgettable match. Once it's over, people will forget about it, even if it's a decent match. We've seen the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders versus the New Day in multiple series of matches. We had a really good, I think a couple years back on SmackDown, a Viking rules match. They had a nice little rivalry going there. I would have liked to see maybe something added to this, maybe a stipulation. As of the recording of this video, obviously, we don't have one. This is before Raw. But if we get one, that'll be nice. But this will be on Saturday. The War Raiders haven't done anything. I think Raw needs an injection of youth, an injection of talent in the tag team division. I'm calling up Fraxium after Stand and Deliver when they drop those titles to Hank and Tank. I'm putting Fraxium on Raw. I'm building them up. I'm giving the New Day the titles at WrestleMania. The New Day going a dominant run until SummerSlam at MetLife. I'm having Fraxium built up. I'm doing the New Day versus Fraxium as one of my marquee matches over 2 nights of SummerSlam, the first 2-night extravaganza. I'm having the New Day put their World Tag Team Championships on the line, and I'm having Fraxium, the best tag team in all the business, don't at me, of Nathan Frazier and Axiom, Fraxium. I'm having them beat the New Day, make a new star tag team, make a new team, give the babyface rub to Fraxium, and the New Day can put over someone, give back, as they've done so much great things. One of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, and I think they need this title reign as heels. They were heels when they first started, but this new redefined New Day with the new attitude, the new theme music, which I don't like, by the way, but this would only help enhance their character. They can hold the belts for a few months, give it some meaning, have some title defenses, maybe have some storylines, and it can lead to a New Day Fraxium one-on-one match at SummerSlam where Fraxium gets crowned. This will be like a Raw match. This match could have been on Raw. This could have been on Raw tonight. This could have been on Raw next week. It's a TV match. Like I said, if any tag team deserved to be on WrestleMania, it was the SmackDown tag team. And I thought we were maybe going to get some type of ladder match with 3 or 4 teams battling it out. And maybe then you could have had whomever win the championships there. They're doing the Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits on SmackDown. We'll forget about that once it's over. I think it's simple here. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I think the New Day wins here. I think the New Day must win here. They're one of the individuals, along with Naomi, along with some others like Jey Uso, who must win. And like I said, I don't think it'll be a bad match. These teams have matched up multiple times in the past. It's more of a raw, Saudi match. It's not going to do anything to knock your socks off. It's not going to make you be like, oh my gosh, that's one of the greatest tag team WrestleMania matches ever. No, but the New Day are one of the greatest tag teams of the modern era. The War Raiders deserve a match on WrestleMania. They haven't had one since when? I don't know. So last year we saw the two tag team titles split up. We need to get those titles unified again because Raw needs an injection of talent. And obviously Fraxium isn't the only thing that would fix their tag division, but adding Fraxium with the New Day, with the Viking Raiders or the War Raiders, I keep saying Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, the Judgment Day, as long as they're together right now, maybe with JD McDonough possibly on his way back. They need some more tag teams on the Raw brand. And I know I like Phoenix and Penta away, but they could have used maybe having the Lucha Brothers. If it was me, if I could have had it my way, I might have just did the Lucha Brothers versus the New Day. One-on-one at WrestleMania, non-title, build it up, tell a good story. Lucha Brothers win, they get on their way maybe to getting tag team titles by SummerSlam. But we'll get there. We'll get the New Day and Lucha Brothers. We'll get the Usos and Lucha Brothers. We'll get Lucha Brothers and Fraxium, Lucha Brothers and the Street Profits, Lucha Brothers and DIY, and other teams. But that's how I'm booking it. I'm giving the titles to the New Day, and then I'm giving the New Day the Fraxium. I'm giving the New Day Fraxium at SummerSlam. Now, the Creeds deserve an opportunity. The Creeds have been misbooked terribly with American Made, as have Chad Gable and Ivy now. But if you don't do Fraxium, I wouldn't mind the Creeds beating the New Day, maybe even at one of these PLEs we got coming up over the next few months. We can go the Creed route, then maybe we can do Fraxium and the Creeds at SummerSlam. We could do two young, up-and-coming teams. The Creeds as heels, Fraxium as the baby faces, overcoming the odds, beating the Creeds, the big, bad, mighty Creeds at SummerSlam. There's a lot of ways they can go with it, so we'll see. But Raw needs new tag teams. Raw needs an injection of talent. The titles already look not that appealing to me. Look like pizza, like a pizza box. Like, it looks weird, but I'm going with the New Day to be your new World Tag Team Champions. We'll be here each step of the way as we get into WrestleMania 41, night 1 Saturday, 7 p.m., 6 p.m., 4 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live, same time, same place, same channel for Sunday. I'm going with the New Day to bring in a New Day in the Raw Tag Team division and be the new Raw or World Tag Team Champions. Where do the War Raiders go? I don't know. Maybe they could go to SmackDown. Maybe we can get them to go to SmackDown and trade Motor City if they lose to Raw. Get some new teams in there. But they need to unify the divisions. We don't need two sets of tag titles when you only got 3 or 4 teams on one show and 5 teams on another show. Those 8 to 10 teams total make a nice solid division where you can have story matches and matches not involving the tag team championships. But sound off down below, hit the like button. It costs you nothing. Leave us a thumbs up. Hit the bell to know when all of our content news. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this match and others. I'm going with the New Day to win the tag team championships. Maybe go on to face Fraxium or lose to the Creeds, then Creeds face Fraxium. But Raw needs new tag teams. The WWE and wrestling landscape, tag team wrestling has been pretty trash. So we got to get that back to where it needs to be. So hopefully this can be the beginning of it. We'll see what happens there. But I'm going with the New Day to defeat the War Raiders. Maybe it's not clean. Maybe it's dirty. Maybe we get another match at Backlash where we maybe lead this out to a 3-match series. Maybe. I don't know. But we could do the War Raiders and the New Day again. Maybe on a Raw. It doesn't have to be a PLE. But let's give it some story. Give it some meaning. The New Day wins. Maybe go on to face the Creeds or Fraxium. And we can go for all of the content on the Flex Zone podcast. We'll see you with more as we get ready for WrestleMania.